If you're wanting a simple, inexpensive way to haul your sawmill around, we're setting this up where we can take it on and off. But if you wanted to use it on this or take it to location and then set it off, those are both viable options, just a little more planning.
Are you certain this won't lift high enough?
Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today we're going to be working on building a sawmill trailer without spending any money. You guys lately have been asking me to do more project videos and more projects working with my dad, so that's what we're going to do today. So I've done a bunch of videos on cleaning out my shop, and then we took on this program where we refurbish and resell Woodland Mills products. And as a result, the shop is now a big mess again. So the wood chippers are what I have in stock, and you can see there are 5 wood chippers here. I've also got 2 more back in the back that need more work. Stump grinders sell really quick. Like as soon as they come in, they're gone. Sawmills sell pretty quick. I end up holding on to the wood chippers a little bit. So typically we just open these sawmills up and then put them back in the box after making sure everything's good with them. And if they need repairs, they need reparts, we fix that too. But occasionally we get something more extreme. Most of them just don't have much wrong with them. There's some damaging on the packaging and the customer says, no, send it back, I want another one. And we open it up and the damage is so minor that it's just not that big a deal. This one in particular was dropped off of a truck. So it was in bad shape. We don't know if all the parts are here. So we need to completely build this from the ground up to make sure it's in working order. And while I'm talking, Dad's over here trying to work because he's that kind of guy. You been getting anything done over here?
No, just goofing around.
So I'll catch you up to speed with what we've already done. Actually, I'll let you catch them up to speed.
Well, we wanted to keep this mobile so that we could work on it indoors but still move it out if we needed the space. And I had this old trailer that we don't hardly have any money in at all. It was a boat trailer. It's narrow enough that you can work from either side. We put some large beams on it to set the mill on, and we've cut notches in them so that it can be lifted off with the forks. It gives us a good platform, a good build height, and probably if you added jacks to this, you could even saw on it.
So one reason we want this is we came to the conclusion we need to build some of these sawmills, but if I build them in here, they're at least 12 foot long. That's the minimum length for the base unit. My doors are 10 foot wide, so they have to go in and out long ways. Well, how do you pick up a sawmill long ways and get it out the door? So that was a problem. We needed a way to move these. For me, I would have made this complicated. I would have said we have to fabricate some big unit that's we're going to be able to haul these on, or Dad's like, what if we just stick it on an old boat trailer? And my takeaway is sometimes use what you have, keep it simple is a better process that I don't always go to first.
And if somebody else is interested in doing this, you can pick up boat trailers, double axle boat trailers for a couple $100 all day long on places like Marketplace. Because people, once the boat's no good, people have no use for them.
Okay, so like I was saying, it's a very basic standard boat trailer. It's old, it was picked up cheap, nothing fancy about it. It's got lightweight axles on it and lightweight tires, but also the mill is not that heavy. I think these sawmills weigh 500 to 700 pounds depending on which size of sawmill you get. You sure you don't want to run this and I'll carry the camera? The other thing I badly need is to mow the yard I let it get too tall waiting on that demo mower, and now it's been like a week of solid rain. Haven't been able to mow. Now it's knee high. So my plan originally was that these sawmills would be sold nationally and listed in a Facebook group, but mainly they're selling as fast as they come in just here locally. Plus, Woodland Mills has such a good deal going right now on their free shipping that there's less incentive for someone to buy from us. If they ever do away with that free shipping, we might try shipping again, but for now it's just local. They told me they're sending a 130 max, but this is a 122, so we've got another one coming. Take what we get.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I think we'll just get down onto flat ground down by the Quonset hut. It's where I normally load and unload stuff. So I kind of think we're going to be able to pick this up with this and get it out of the building because it's the only thing that'll fit in here. Once we get this outside, I think to get the lifting height to set on that trailer, we'll have to use the TYM.
Need to take up a little more slack. Then is it going to reach?
And if I come down just a little bit.
It wouldn't take much. Okay.
Pretty sure this is in the Woodland Mills training guide. What do you think?
If it isn't, it should be.
Right. Yeah, we rigged up a special setup just for lifting these mill heads before they're assembled, but once they're in the track, then our setup doesn't fit it anymore. So now this is our first time moving one like this. We'll have to come up with a new system.
Are you certain this won't lift high enough?
Pretty close to certain. Yeah, that's as high as it'll go. So what we're trying to accomplish today is figure out a system that lets us build the mills here, load them on and off of a trailer. This is attempt number 1, and the idea that it would be smooth the first time is pretty unrealistic. We're going to get this off and back on today, but it's going to be clumsy and a learning process. Right now, what we're going to do is strap the mill head to the mill rails, and then we're going to come around and try to pick it up from this side. You can get closer to the machine from the side that you don't stand on when you're running the mill because your tensioner handle sticks out and blocks you from getting up close to it. So we're going to strap it down and then see if we can move it. Where we're at, I can't see the fork, so I'm walking you.
You're going to pitch down.
It's always hard to tell this on camera, but this is an extreme slope. For instance, we're almost the same height, but top of my head's at Dad's nose. This is steep ground. So steep I wouldn't drive my tractor across the side of it, my smaller tractor. And I parked this here, which was a bad place, and we were able to load and unload a fully assembled sawmill. So if you needed to get a fully assembled sawmill from here to there, you could use an old boat trailer without any modifications. We didn't do anything to that boat trailer.
No, and if we could unload it on this slope, you could do it anywhere.
And if you wanted to use this for milling on, you'd have to reinforce it a little bit to handle the weight of the logs, mainly by having good sturdy jacks under it before you set the logs on. But otherwise, I think it's an option. And I had a good time. I think we improved our process just a little bit each time.
Yeah, and we're not necessarily encouraging somebody to use a boat trailer, but if you know what somebody else is using, you know what options are available, you know, and for some people that might be all they need.
Yep. All right, so I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. We'll put links on the screen to a couple more of our videos, and I'll see you next time.